Hey, that's me, MacDuff. You're probably wondering what happened to me to get here. Well, it's a long story.
There were two clans, equal in honor and strength. It was a peaceful time, a balance between violence and tranquility, until the patriarch of the McClan mysteriously vanished without a trace. With the hierarchy in shambles, there were many people who were determined to take the seat. It was peaceful for a time, until a new ruler was chosen. MACBETH, son of the past patriarch, overwhelmed with power and unable to follow his father's steps, was corrupted with the heart of a dragon. With his newfound strength, he fought and pillaged to his heart's content. With a newfound desire for power, he decided that in order to become a true ruler, he had to take out his only threat, the Dragon Clan. Under the veil of night, he attacked.
Why? Why would you do this? Your father worked hard to preserve the harmony and peace in our area.
You have no place or reason to ask that question of me. Get out of my sight.
Murder my wife, my child, my entire family. You won't get away with this.
Cassidy, get him out of here.
Three hours later.
That bastard won't get away with this any longer. Who are you?
Nobody important, just an old man living the rest of his days in peace. Anyway, what happened to you? You look like you just took on a dragon trial.
Have you ever heard of the McClan? Their new leader is a pathetic piece of shit that disrupted the peace of the area. Couldn't even stop him. Don't have enough power. His strength was inhumane, like a dragon.
Ah yes, the McClan. You would have to be deaf to have not heard of them. Still, I have the Dragon Clan and the McClan had respect for one another. Why had the peace that was preserved for so long suddenly get destroyed overnight?
He wanted more strength. His power was too much for even me to handle. What happened tonight was a tragedy. He crushed the entire Dragon Clan overnight and killed my people and family. I will do whatever necessary to ensure his death.
How do you expect to do that? You got your asses kicked even with the strength of your entire clan. How do you expect to beat him yourself? Alright, let me ask you another question. Why do you want to kill him? Why suffer so much against a force greater than you?
I want revenge for my family. That's all I want. I need to avenge them and all the others who died by his hands. I need to stop his tyranny and protect my people. He can't keep getting away with his crimes.
You can stay at my place and rest up. Maybe you could learn a thing or two as well from me. I don't think I'm too bad at fighting. I need you to train, become strong enough to defeat MACBETH. MACBETH's overconfidence leads to his downfall. His ambition and desire for power have blinded himself to the dangers that lie ahead. He is unable to see that his actions have consequences and that his selfish desires have caused him to lose the loyalty and respect of those around him. He becomes a tyrant, feared and hated by all. Eventually he is overthrown and killed. His reign ended in tragedy and defeat. This shows overconfidence can be defined as an unrealistic belief in one's abilities, which can lead to overestimation of one's capabilities and tendency to take unnecessary risks. This can have negative consequences in both personal and professional settings, as overconfidence can lead to poor decision making and a lack of caution in potentially hazardous situations. It can also lead to a failure, seek necessary information or resources, as individuals may believe they have all the knowledge and skills they need.
Meanwhile,
The village has been liberated for all its soldiers. Only commoners reside here now.
Kill them all, every single one. They have refused my gracious offer allowing them to enter the MACBETH clan. I will not allow those that insult me to live. This is the 8th village that the Dragon clan was in charge of. Are all the people under their rule so stupid as to accept death? How foolish.
Sir, it may be beneficial to keep some of them alive. After all, we could never go wrong with having more farmers and builders. Bulking up our forces couldn't go wrong either.
McCassidy, you fool. Don't tell me you feel sympathy for these swine. They insulted my name and power. I'd expect my right-hand man to protect my image and do what I tell them. We don't need more fighters. I could single-handedly defeat the entire world have I wished to, but getting rid of the entire Dragon clan comes first. I want all of them killed, not a single one spared. Do that to keep your honor.
Very well.
Tyranny. You may think it doesn't exist in a modern day and age, but by the definition, being cruel, unreasonable, or arbitrary use of power or control, it definitely still exists today. In Macbeth, as soon as Macbeth becomes king, he tries to kill everything he deems a threat, including a father and his son. Being this, tyranny also exists in real life, like Genghis Khan, who uses power to expand his territory and wealth, all while pillaging and killing others. That was a long time ago, you might say. Age, we have laws and rules that prevent others from abusing their power. However, there are still many powers in the current world that abuse their position. Examples like North Korea, where the government controls the populace and where laws only benefit those in power. Like Macbeth, the leader of North Korea, Kim Jong-un, killed someone who he deemed a threat to his position. Despite being such an old concept, it unfortunately still exists today.
The fruits of your trading are beginning to show. Your strength and power have grown immensely. One step closer to peace. I have nothing left for you, and I've taught you everything I know. All that's left for you to do now is to find your own path. Fret not, young one. Go find your own way. XD.
Thank you, Master. Despite all the time you put in, I still don't know what to do. I'm undeserving of your time. Whether I have enough power or not, I do not know. However, I know one thing for certain. I will take Macbeth down.
That is a good attitude to have, my pupil. However, as you say, I don't believe you have enough power to defeat Macbeth yet. Try your hand at McCassidy, Macbeth's right-hand handman, and the one that carries out his crimes. After all this time, I suspect that he's beginning to develop guilt for his crimes, but that is yet to be seen. Go and defeat him. I will write a letter explaining your return and how the leader of the Sigmund clan is alive. Macbeth would not go out himself as he's a very cowardly man at heart, and he has too much caution to check himself. He would probably send McCassidy out with a few guards, just to check out if this is true. You will meet him tomorrow at high noon. However, remember his guilty conscience. Use that to your advantage and try to get him to your side.
What's the meaning of this? Macduff is alive after all these years? How is that possible? But Cassidy, I tasked you with getting rid of the body? How'd you fail such a simple task?
I'm sorry, Master, but he was dead when you last saw him. I merely tossed his body into the river. I swear I thought he was dead.
I want the messengers to be killed for bringing me this news.
Sir, I don't believe that.
Shut it, you goofy goober. I want him dead before tomorrow. But Cassidy, I'll send you along with a few common soldiers to check whether this is true. Do you see him? I want you to kill him on sight. And if you don't see him, I want you to kill everybody within the area. We don't know whether he will be hiding near the vicinity or not.
Sir, I don't believe that.
Just do what you're told.
Tomorrow.
Why'd you come alone? I assumed you'd bring a few soldiers with you to secure the victory. Is Macbeth really that confident as to send you in alone? Do you really think you can defeat me?
Of course. They would only slow me down after all. Nobody else is needed to defeat you.
You aren't as bad as Macbeth. There's still hope for you. You can change. Stop Macbeth. Join me. We can defeat him together.
Shut up. Are we going to settle this, or are you just going to waste our time?
It seems the only way for you to see reason is for me to beat your ass. Prepare yourself.
When the story began, Macbeth did not believe in fate. He believed that people had a choice to control their destiny, unlike fate, where things were intended to happen. However, when he met the three witches, they were able to read Macbeth's future. First, it was the prediction of his crowning, and eventually tricks that led to his overconfidence. Shortly after, Macbeth was consumed into believing that all lives were predestined and that you could not change anything. Many people felt the same way during the Macbeth era. In modern society, people mostly choose to not believe in fate. Most of us believe in free will. That is, if we study hard, get good education, we can be successful in life. The choices we make determine our future. It is not to say that many of us have cut out fate altogether. We try our best not to tempt fate by having modern superstitions. For example, if you do something to harm others, karma will come back to harm you. Other examples include saying something that might jinx you. We knock on wood, cross our fingers, or even have a lucky charm to ward off potential bad luck. We mostly live in a society now of free will, but there will always be some things we tiptoe around, afraid of tempting fate. You're right. I was wrong the whole time. Macbeth was wrong the whole time. My vision was clouded with loyalty, and I've now seen the error of my ways. While my former master is a force to be reckoned with, we can beat him.
How could you do this? Your own men, someone who you called a friend, killed in cold blood. Have you no sympathy for even your own subjects?
He has no use for me now. He has betrayed my trust and did not believe in my principles. I kill all who oppose me, even my own men. He is no exception to that rule, and neither will you be.
I think it's about time we...
Finish this!
Macbeth's ambition drove him to achieve his goals, but his means to achieve them were not justifiable. He murdered the king, had Banquo and the family Macbeth murdered, and brought everything into chaos, all to confirm his success. Though ambition is portrayed as a dangerous trait in Shakespeare's play Macbeth, it can be a beneficial one if kept under control. One's ambition can bring them to achieving their goals through any means necessary. As long as you can recognize the point at which your methods become cruel and unjust, and are able to give up on what you are working towards, there's little that can go wrong. Being able to do this, however, can be extremely difficult considering the amount of effort he had put into it only to throw it all away. There have been many ambitious people throughout history, whether it be ones that kept themselves in check, like Albert Einstein or Martin Luther King Jr., or ones that went too far, such as Genghis Khan, much like Macbeth did.
You may have defeated me, but you can't kill me, no matter how many times you cut me up. As long as this heart still beats, I'll live forever. I'm frickin' invincible!
Oh, I see. Are you now?
And 1,000 times I've seen this road, 1,000 times. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots, but my home was never on the ground. I've got no roots. I've got no
Why are you still recording?
And then do it slow. Should I be like this? No!
but my home was never on.
Last Christmas, I gave you my heart, but the very next day, you gave it away. This year, to save me from tears, I'll give it to someone special, special. Last Christmas, I gave you my heart. Okay, you got it, eh? I already got that. Where?